Hello everyone, welcome to Proper IS. So as part of our daily series, today also we will go through a particular main issue, keeping this topic, keeping UPSC mains in mind. Okay. So topic is Niti Aayog's strategy to double farmers' income. So when you read the newspaper, you often come across strategy to double farmers' income. So what we will see is, what is the news with respect to doubling farmers' income, or what is the need to double farmers' income, and then we will see what is the strategy that can be adopted, or what all are the areas where you see a potential for growth in the uh, agriculture, so that farmers' income can be doubled. Okay, so let's get started then. Then going to the background of this, see. Previously, there were also efforts, committees, various committees were set up so that farmers' income can be increased. So basically, the agriculture and allied sectors almost employing almost 54% of the population of India, but it just contributes 14.4% of the country's gross value added. Okay. So large amount of workforce is still in agriculture sector, but the output that it contributes to the GDP of the nation is very less. Okay, so that is one background fact you should know. And Government of India had constituted an expert committee headed by Ashok Dalwai, so to look into the entire agricultural ecosystem and also suggest ways and means to reform it so that farmers' income can be doubled in by 2022. And prior to that, there was a study conducted by Chand in 2015, which revealed that it will take 20, it almost took 22 years to double the farmer's income. So earlier, from 1993-94 to 2015-16, so it took 22 years. So now the challenge is to double the farmer's income, right? So 2016, you are forming a committee. So and you are having a goal that you will double the income by 2022. Okay, so this is some background information you should know why there is a talk about doubling of farmers' income. Then the question comes, so why should we double the farmers' income? Why there is emphasis on doubling the farmers' income? So a basic fact, national sample survey like NSSO data on consumption expenditure survey reveals that more than one-fifth of rural households with their self-employment in agriculture as primary occupation were having income less than poverty line. Okay, so people whose primary occupation is in agriculture, they are the so one-fifth of these households are poor. Okay, so that shows people practicing agriculture are likely to be in the category of poverty, so likely to be poor. Okay, so that is one point. So addressing poverty is an important from social economic point of view. So it is so the fact is established, right? So one fifth, almost 20% of farmers are in the poor category. So poverty as a social issue, as an economic issue, has to be addressed. So that is why we should double the farmers' income, right? So what is the consequences of poverty if you don't address? See, socially, poverty, lack of uh, um, uh, adequate economic resources, financial resources. So basically, you will not be able to meet your even basic needs. So hunger, stomach will not be filled, malnutrition, you're not getting a nutritious food, and lack of okay, presence of poverty also make it unable to access health facilities because of costlier nature, then as well as lack of opportunities for education also. And not only that, it will also lead to a number of social evils like rise in crime rate, extremism, militancy, and all other a number of antisocial elements will also rise if there is a poverty, if poverty is not addressed. So that's why you should address the poverty. Then from economic point of view also, rural India is a huge market, right? So if you raise the income levels of rural India, obviously purchasing power of people will increase. Moment there the purchasing power of people increase, so that will create a demand in the economy. So rural India is a huge market provided only when there is a demand in the rural India. So that can be achieved when you double the farmers' income. Okay, so that is why raising the income people of farmers, particularly where there is a concentration of poverty, so if you double the income, that will have a benefit from social angle and economical angle. Okay. So that's why we want to double the farmers' income. So certain strategy. more than strategy, Niti Aayog strategy, it has identified certain areas or the sources of growth within agriculture sector. Okay, like improvement in productivity. So improve the productivity of agriculture, resource use efficiency. So moment you use your input resources efficiently, that will lead to decreasing cost of production as well. That increase the cropping intensity. So grow more number of crops. So like naturally two crops are grown in a year, right? So but there are large areas where you see only one crop is grown. So try to grow there by providing infrastructure facilities, irrigation facilities, and all those stuff. Then diversify towards high value crops. So fruit, vegetables, these are high crops which will give you high returns. So have a strategy to diversify towards high value crops, then the traditional cereals, pulses, and all those stuff. So not only within agriculture, the sources outside agriculture also include, like, you need to shift cultivators from farm to non-farm occupations. So we have seen in the beginning itself, 50% of workforce is in agriculture. So too much of people, lack of productivity and all those stuffs. So there should be a strategy to shift these cultivators to non-farm occupations, as well as improve the terms of trade for farmers or the real prices received by the farmers. So one of the main reason, like farmers are not getting the enough amount of adequate prices for their produce, because these are a number of things, market issues, role played by middlemen, and not only that, cobweb phenomena, the cobweb phenomena where prices fall because of glut in the economy. I mean, sudden bumper production. So all these factors play a role. So these should also be addressed. So these are the certain areas where you can improvise to double the farmer's income. So first we will see with respect to productivity. So productivity, by productivity we mean amount of crop production that can take place in a per hectare of land. And productivity level in agriculture in India is very, very low when you compare with the other nations. Okay, so it is very low. So often you come across in news, right? So India is the largest producer, second largest producer, and all those stuff. So India is the second largest producer in rice and wheat also. But you see, there is an example when it comes to production. So total quantity of production, we are ranking high, but when it comes to productivity, we rank lower. For example, India is the second largest producer of wheat, so amount of production is more. But in terms of productivity, we rank 38. So amount of crop that is grown per hectare is very less. Okay. So because we are cultivating in larger area, that is the reason we are getting larger production. So productivity is still low. Then India is the largest producer of pulses, but in terms of productivity, we are still in 138 rank. Okay. So this shows what it shows. Other example is also given here per hectare, various crops. Okay. With respect to, wheat is there, see 80 and 27.7 per hectare kgs and all those stuff. India ranks so poorly in all these things, despite being largest producer of these grains. Okay, so this is the indicator that India is very poor in productivity, particularly in agriculture sector. So what you do is, so why don't you increase the productivity of this? So there is enough scope, right? So land is an issue because of developmental activities, conversion and all, but you don't have to increase the land. Within the land also you can improve the productivity, that will raise the total food production in India. Okay, so increasing productivity has to be the strategy. Okay, then we have livestock sector. See, according to 20th livestock census report released by Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy, the total livestock population is 535 million in the country. Okay, so this is the population of livestock. So actually this is highest in the world. So that also gives you enough scope, so products of animals, like, so but we have used livestock, but even the productivity of livestock is also not good when like the agriculture, we are largest producer of food grains, right? But the productivity is low. In the same case, India also, we have used we are having livestock largest in the world, still the productivity of these animals is also very low. So largest producer of milk also, right, one among the many nations. So productivity of farm animals in India is low. The average annual milk yield of Indian cattle is 1172 kg, which is only 50% of the global average. So this itself is showing the productivity of even livestock is also less. So what is the exact reason for this? So frequent outbreaks like diseases, foot and mouth diseases, black water infection, influenza continue to affect livestock health and lowers the productivity. So a number of diseases and neglect by the even farmer also, not taking care of their livestock. So these all things amount to lower productivity of the livestock. Okay, so area where you can increase the productivity is what is the mention. If you increase the productivity, that will also give them greater produce, right? So greater produce with food grains, greater produce with milk and all the stuff. So that will also increase the income of the farmer because of larger quantity of production. So this should be one area where government should work on by coming out with new schemes and all those stuff. We will see other things also in our next videos. So this is it for today. You can download the PDF of this document in the link that is shared below, and do download Toporize Institute app so that you get access to n number of videos of this kind. Okay, thank you.